Labour Party press conference titled Labour Party Not Available as a Tool for Rebellion by Nenadi Usman Caretaker Committee. INEC must reject this group of rebels. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome you all to the press conference. In the last couple of weeks and days, we have taken a closer examination of unfolding events in our dear party, Labour Party. But the kernel of this press conference this afternoon is to call the attention to the within and unwitting action which we have considered a threat to our party chances in 2027. During the meeting of the Unconstitutional Care Committee member in Abuja, we found the actions and utterances of some of the people to be less than civil. Someone like Governor Otti was threatening the party and its officials with doomsday and that it will definitely come to pass. And the other, Dati Ahmed, was just behaving like a garage boy, claiming President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is questionably constitutional at this stage. We want to let Nigeria know that Labour Party wishes to express our disappointment with the leadership of INEC, who on one hand handed over a certificate of return to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but now want to hand over Labour Party to the same group who still maintain that President Tinubu administration is illegal. Chapter 6, Part 3, Section 223 of the Constitution of Federal Government of Nigeria 1 stated that the Constitution and rule of political party shall provide for periodical election on democratic basis for the principal officers and members of the executive committee. For the purpose of this section, that is sub 2, election of officers and members of the executive committee of the party shall be deemed to be periodical only if it is made at regular interval and not exceeding 4 years. It is crystal clear here that the Constitution does not recognize any caretaker except one that is democratically elected. Also, Chapter 1, Part 1, Section 1 of the Constitution speaks about the supremacy of the Nigerian Constitution. That the Constitution is supreme and its provision shall be binding force on authority and person throughout the federal block of Nigeria. And that Section 3 says, if any other law is inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution shall prevail and other law shall, to the extent of the Constitution, be void. The INEC regulation cannot supersede the Electoral Act nor the Constitution. And because the INEC chairman even had the audacity to give audience to those groups who believe Nigeria doesn't have a legitimate president. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud, is hereby advised not to be intimidated by those seeking to legitimize their mission in destabilizing democracy with LP as a political party. We unrepentantly affirm our belief in one indivisible Nigeria, and all of them, including Governor Otti, Mr. Peter Obi, Senator Dati, Baba Ahmed, Senator Ume, Dalton Wakocha, Honorable Ogene, Senator Nenadi Usman, must be reminded that our party will not be used as a tool for rebellion against democracy and constitutional administration. It is totally undemocratic to assume their position. You claim to have a Supreme Court judgment that favored you, and yet you you are still considering the same Supreme Court that have found President Bola Ahmed Tinubu election as illegitimate. This is treasonous. Must we be complaining about 2023 presidential election now when another election is coming in 2027? Or we should be focused on how we are going to have the presidency in 2027. To us, the Otti group are engaging in distractions. With that type of statement, both should be placed under security surveillance before it turned out to another thing. We will never allow Labour Party to be used as a tool for rebellion, and they should not present us as a rebellious group. Again, we want to allow Nigerians and the security agencies of the disturbing imminent chaos the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, under the leadership of Comrade Ajero, want to force on the nation, and the NLC is desperately trying to use our party, Labour Party, to execute the odious agenda. You will recall in a press release dated April 8, 2025, and signed by the President of NLC, he directed the leadership of NLC across the state of the Federation to violently repossess all offices of Labour Party nationwide. Comrade Ajero also stated that Labour Party stakeholder will issue necessary directive to that effect in a constitutional democracy. This threat or move by the NLC president to take over Labour Party secretariat in all 36 states of Nigeria and FCT could lead to chaos, breakdown of law and order. If Otti, a governor, is threatening the executive of a party with dooms, does he want to burn down the party secretariat and turn the secretariat into a war zone as they threaten? Have they forgotten that the federal government of Nigeria may exercise power to shut down all our party secretariat and function of Labour Party as a reason for their justification? Our stand is clear. Enough of threat and attack on Supreme Court judgment. Enough of threat to take over the party secretariat. Enough of threat against the federal government of Nigeria. Enough of threat about ending democracy and promoting conduct likely to cause breach of peace. Lastly, we wish to remind them all, Governor Lesotho, Nenadi Usman Babadati Ahmed, Senator Ume, and Comrade Ajero, and all those that attended the legal meeting that Section 41 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act outlined several other constitutional felonies. Their conduct amounted to a threat of removing the president or governor through non-constitutional means, and this includes inciting violence and any other action to disrupt the orderly succession and removal of the president. Levying war against Nigeria to compel the president to change policy or intimidate the National Assembly. This involves use of force to disrupt government operation. Instigating foreign invasion. Expressing intention through overt act. This requires the person not to only from intention to commit treasonable felony, but also take concrete steps to carry out their plan. Therefore, the national security are hereby advised to build security around the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the National Assembly, and all other government agencies, and to begin profiling all those that attended the illegal meeting and all persons involved in the threat and treasonable act against the Federal Government of Nigeria. We also urge the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to open investigation into the abandoned probe of the 4.2 billion fraudulent conversion of Nigerian money against Senator Nenadi Usman. This matter has been left unattended to for over many years We therefore call on the EFCC chairman to reopen that case so that they can stop. The leader of the team who are planning the rebellion can at least have a change of heart. Labour Party should be allowed to remain focused for the task of winning 2027 general election and not to be distracted by those who appear on the surface to be working for the party, but in reality they are planning rebellion against the democracy, against constitutional democracy, and against the present administration. We believe only in challenging this administration in the presidential election, governorship election slated for 2027. Any other means, any other constitutional means being promoted by this group loyal to Governor Otti and co is hereby rejected by Labour Party, and we, Labour Party, dissociate ourselves from any group of persons, and we are warning INEC not to join in the complicity of this group of persons marrying themselves as members of Labour Party, but the intention, Professor Mahmood, is that they want to unseat the president through insurrection and violent means, and that is unconstitutional. Thank you for listening. We are Labour Party. We have an internal affairs, you understand, which we will resolve. But what we are saying in essence is that nobody should go out and now be saying statement that could incite violence. Remember during the SARS, all of us are trapped in this country, but some people took their private jet and fled. We do not want anybody to say an administration will soon end. The appointment being made by the president is illegal. It is not illegal. He has been sworn in. They have taken this matter up to Supreme Court. We must respect the sanctity of our judicial institution. So we are only saying, even to the press all over, and we do respect to all of you, that whosoever that want to use Labour Party name to not be saying, oh, somebody is unconstitutional, democracy must end, and somebody administration must be terminated, we will let us instigate crisis, they are not our member. You understand our point now? Because we are one body. If not, it will affect our chances in 2027. Nigeria must not see us as being a rebel. We must go and prepare for a primary which is going to start next year. Not, looking for legitimacy or illegitimacy of any administration. All governors in Nigeria, they are legitimately elected because they fought their matter to Supreme Court. So nobody has the right now to come around and say, oh, administration or somebody plateau says it's illegal. Who told you it's illegal? When the person had gone through, Supreme Court. You understand me? So that is, our own fact. So it's not about any faction. As concerned Labour Party, we are speaking on behalf of Labour Party. On no account of any group of persons now, convert themselves somewhere and now be saying, oh, the democracy of Nigeria is illegal, it must be attacked, it must be terminated. Like Joe, how can you be issuing a directive even against, the Constitution? Section 15 of 123 of the trade law forbid the NSC from using union money to fund political activities. You are now giving the order that all the taxi stations in Abuja, they should go and remove everybody they see there. What of if there is, fracas? What if the other people, that engages the other, his own men in a fight and anybody drop dead? It means the government of that state can close our secretariat. So what do you want to gain? You understand me now? He has no such right. He's not the president of Nigeria. You don't give an instruction as NSC president that, go to all the 36 states. Is it a secretariat that he erected for Labour Party? Or what that he said he should go and take? No. So that, those are the things. Just for him to know, so that if we not try to write a petition to the police, he will not say, oh, police are siding certain side against that certain side. It is unconscionable for you to conduct yourself in any act that is likely to be, conduct in breach of peace and harmony in Nigeria.
For the Arabambi governorship election.
Of course.
Who is your candidate?
We did, Labour Party did primary. Some factors said they elected one person. They
submitted the certified true copy to INEC concerning their demand. So, in your as a party, as a Labour,
have you seen the certified?
what is the party's position concerning the?
So let me tell you the
That's
three.
not even a faction now.
Yeah, the three issue. I even want to do.
He has answered that question now.
I've answered the question. I
That's
said,
the question.
I want to know the exact chairman.
Tell us which of the faction are you standing in? Is it you have